Hello, space engineers. Welcome back to another episode of Far From Home, where we travel 2,500 kilometers across the solar system using salvage as our only source of resources and power, and we get attacked by Reavers the whole time. Yay! That feels so much like my last intro. It was like my last intro. Well, anyways, what's going on today is that we got some power last time. You can't tell because the lights are off because we're trying to save it. But we got power from a Prometheus wreck and another wreck, mining ship. And we're going to use that right now to do some jumps. So, let's do a jump. If I transfer the power from the batteries I got to the batteries I have, I lose 20%. If I then charge my jump drive, I lose another 20%. So I'm going to try and avoid losing the second 20% and just jump off of these batteries. We are ready to go. Let's see if this garbage barge can jump. Man, it barely. Alright. Now what's going on with the jump drive? It's recharging, I'm sure. That's got good input, okay. Cool. I'm gonna slow down. So we are doing a bunch of jumps right now off of the batteries that we got from the last wrecks that we salvaged. So there's 3 batteries, so that's worth almost 3 jumps. So, man. So in order to use these batteries for the jumps, so this battery here, and this battery here, and I got one on here somewhere. In order to use those batteries, I turned off the donut's main batteries, and we're doing jumps, and then we're charging the drive off of these captured batteries. While that's going on, while we're charging and jumping and doing all that, I'm going to come back here and work on this fighter craft. Because we really, really need a fighter. So, I'm thinking I'm going to put a camera in here so I can aim better, and I'm going to protect the camera. So, I'm going to put armor blocks around it, and I'm going to put glass in front of it. So this is one of the places on this craft where we're going to use heavy armor. Just the front bits. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to build fighters or do anything like that. I'm just going to give it a go. Okay, so I laid out blocks here to armor the nose. It's the top of the nose where the camera's going to be. Put the camera block in the back, and the way I'm going to give the camera some armor is by putting some of these window blocks in here, one after the other. So it's got a couple layers of windows. 3. So hopefully that will protect against any fire. We can't dodge, which, I mean, honestly, that might end up being all of it. I'm not saying I'm any good at this. What is... Oh, there's a Reaver invader. There's a Reaver invader that looks like it's coming after me. No, it is not. It's just Reaver invadering. Okay, let's... I just don't want to deal with it. So let's stop. so that it doesn't see us. And then let's roll the ship. Just launch a decoy. So he's gonna go chase that, I hope. And then we're gonna get going again. That's right, buddy. Go after that. Leave me alone. Okay, let's get back to building this fighter. You know, if I have a fighter craft, I should be able to let the donut fend for itself with an AI block and harass the Reavers with this thing. That's the goal. So I gotta decide if I'm gonna go for style points with the way I wrap armor around these guns, or if I want to go for durability. And I'm having a hard time going for durability because I just kind of like to do style points. So I may not wrap the whole thing in armor because I like the profile. I like the way it looks. Okay, so it is 3.6 megawatts to charge a railgun, a single small grid railgun. Let's look at the battery. And the battery can output 4. So I need 3 batteries for 3 guns. Okay. Well, why don't we just pop that last battery right on top there? So we're gonna try and cut the back of this thing off, basically. So I've been thinking about this guy and his shape a little bit, and I think I want it to come back and up. So I'm just gonna cut all this stuff off, all of this. It's not a shape we want. So this is getting really hard to work on the way it is now. So I think I'm going to put it on the printer, which is where it should be. That's the other thing about this. This is supposed to be a hydrogen fighter, so it needs to be able to get access to hydrogen to move. I mean, I guess I have some ice, so I guess I could throw an H2 generator on it. I guess that's what I could be using my ice for. Okay. But I still need to get it off of here so that I can deal with it. So. Okay, I am pretty sure that we have recharged the jump drives at this point, and we are ready to jump again. We're gonna make some progress today, folks. Yep, give me another 255. How are we doing now? So these guys are still off. We got enough power to do another jump for sure. Okay. Alright, back to working on the fighter. Actually, we have to stop. We have to stop because we have to move the fighter to the printer so that it doesn't suck to work on it. Man, there's a hole in this ship. Wow. Every once in a while I get shot and then later I figure out what the damage was. Oh, it took out my, it took out 2 of my ion thrusters. Oh, man. That's a bunch of bleh. Okay, well, we're stopped. So we're going to get the tug. And we're going to move that fighter. Get it hooked up to this printer. So it'll be easier for us to work on it. That was just there so I could have this fighter sit on it. I'm kind of excited about getting this fighter done. I think it'll make life a lot easier when let's say I'm trying to do some salvage and like a Reaver comes along. Because I'll be able to distract the Reaver. I was worried about that. And I'm glad that I was ready on the button. I think the jump drive is charged, and the minute we jump, we're going to suck the last of the energy out of these. And I'm going to turn the hydrogen engines on. So we're going to use some of this hydrogen to do some jumps. Okay, here we go. Another 255.
Ship fuel low.
I'm just going to kind of wait this out a minute because I don't want the ship to actually run out of power. That's how much power my existing batteries have in them. Basically freaking nothing. What's going to get me more power is to get a private sail or something. Let's turn the engines back on. Turn the hydrogen engines on. Once this baby's charged up, we're going to turn off the hydrogen engines. Wow. And right now we are going to work on this fighter craft. We got to put some thrust on here. We got our 3 batteries in that we need. And we got our hydrogen tank. And we need to put some thrust in here. I like that the ship kind of... I like that it kind of pops up at the back here. Can't see it from this side, but... I kind of like that it pops up in the back. I think I'm just going to cut these fins off because I don't think I need them. I'm going to do something different. So we're going to get these cut off and I'm going to figure out where the heck the thrust is going to go. I know I want at least 1 large hydro on it. I don't know if anything else needs to be a large hydro. Maybe we can get away with a couple smalls. Maybe that's good enough. I don't know. I tend to overdo things, so the biggest challenge for me is basically not overdoing things. I'd like to end up with a build that's balanced in a way that's beneficial. Well, you know, these should be cargo containers, is what these should be. I should put a bunch of little cargo containers in here. Because I don't have cargo. So right now, I don't have any cargo. It's just the cockpit. I hope the welders can get these. So I like this basic shape. I don't want to make the craft a lot bigger than this. And so I'm sort of struggling to figure out how to keep this basic shape where the bottom comes up, but I still have decent down thrust and I still have a connector. I like using big thrusters
Energy critical.
because it's simple, but maybe that's not the right thing to do here. It's way more efficient to use big blocks, the bigger versions of the blocks. Weight to power to size ratio is actually a lot better. For the amount of volume and weight, you get more thrust. So if we do that, we could put little thrusters on the side, a big thruster on the back. So let's see what that looks like. The big thruster back here. See how long that made it already? This is ridiculous. And see, I kind of wonder if that whole the design I'm going with, I want this thruster all the way at the top. So let's put the converter a little higher. So I think this is where I'm going to put this large thruster. I moved the conveyor converter up so that we can get the large port for that thruster. I know I could stick things in from the side, but this allows me to like run thrusters along the side here if I want. So I was going to put 3 thrusters straight along the bottom like that, but I feel like if I do that, I'm losing the line here that I'm trying to keep. So I need to change these conveyors out here a little bit so I can back that up. So this, and by back it up, I mean one deeper. So we're going to cut that out. So we're going to put a conveyor line in there. Okay. So if we put these thrusters on here, boop, 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 and we sort of get to maintain that line that we're working with. And I'm just sticking them on the ports because we can. I mean, I could stick another one in there, but I don't need more left-right thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, 6 left, 6 right. So I've been working in here a minute. I've been working on this, and I'm just suffering with the whole energy business, like having to go leave this space to recharge. So we're putting a medical room in. Okay, so that's our new medical room. And I basically have this, do I? No, I need gyros. Okay, so I got more stuff to do. But this is the basic profile, and look at this ship. I got all the thrusters on here, I got the guns on here, I got the energy on here, the fuel. Doesn't have any oxygen. You're not supposed to be in this thing a long time. It has 5 small cargo containers in it. The only thing this doesn't have, and it's looking great except for this, is it doesn't have a connector. It doesn't have a connector. Okay, so I'm going to add a gyro, and I'm going to try and figure out what to do with a connector. I do not want a large connector on this, so I don't know what I'm going to do, because I've used up a lot of the available ports for things like thrusters, and I can, you know, I can modify that. Like this could become a connector, for example. So if I put another thruster here, I could probably put the connector right here. I don't know. I think that looks okay. So I am going to use the printer, I guess, and try and weld this up. Alright, let's go about doing the greebling. You know, I want to have another light. I do. It's not enough light. It would be nice if everyone could see what we're doing. Well, it looks cool. I don't think it's doing me any favors really with the lighting. Those are a lot of watts. What are these? Yeah, what are you? How many watts are you? 60, okay.
Time for you to leave. Time for you to leave.
Okay. We have lighting now. Yay! So, we are going to work on the greebling for this machine. And I guess one of the side thrusters in that I didn't put in yet. I think that's right. Yeah. So I'm going to put some blocks in between here that don't deform, because I think they're going to do a better job of being armor. So I'm just going to put beam blocks in here. Should have the same hit points as any other small grid armor block. It's a 2x2 block. The hacking computer is a 2x2 block. I want to put a hacking computer on here. Looks like the best spot might be like right here. Right here. So I'm thinking about, I'm working on a greebling here, and I'm thinking about adding some decoys. So I know decoys are supposed to be in front of the craft, right? Basically, to be effective, because they only go about like 12 blocks. So if I was going to add some decoys on here, it would be best if they were towards the front, honestly, because I'm going to be facing my target, and I need something to keep the rounds off of me. I was thinking about putting it, starting here and putting a fin that comes out, but I don't know. You know what is going to look cool? It's a little snub-nosed at the moment. If I bring something out from the side, peel it back instead of shove it forward, will that help? Maybe this should be called the Catfish, because it's going to have whiskers. What was that shape? I kind of wish that the pulled itself in sooner. It doesn't look great. But I need it to come far away from the ship. I need it to be somewhat towards the front. I think this will fix my problem with it not coming out soon enough. If I pull it back right through here. Yeah, that blends in a little bit better. Okay, so I really didn't like the way this thing looked. I really didn't like the way it looked with those giant whiskers, so I'm adding eyebrows, I guess, is what I'm doing. And I think I'm going to weld this up right now because I'm just a little worried that some of the interior blocks
Energy critical.
might not be welded up once I get all the fins on. So, we are going to weld it. What am I doing? This is such a weird looking ship. Oh my lord. Okay, so a wreck has spawned in. It just passed by us at about 750 meters, so I stopped the ship and we're gonna go see what it is. It's hard to pass up this kind of an opportunity. It's got a timer on it. Connector. I haven't seen this piece of salvage before, like I haven't picked it up or anything. Got an ion thruster business on it. Timers are running the antenna, okay. It's got part of a gravity generator in there. Man, this is actually a piece of salvage I'm really glad that I saw. Well, we're gonna grab this with the tug. Oh yeah, look at that. 2 batteries. Is that right? Two batteries or just one? Just one battery. One battery is one jump. Let's get rid of these Reavers and come back and get this. I can see them without the HUD. I don't need the HUD to tell where they are. They are turning. And heading after the decoy. Freaking awesome. There they go. Goodbye, guys. Alright, let's get this. Wow. I don't think my dampeners were on. Oh yeah, right. So, I got a piece of advice from Mackers. Funny how dying makes me think of him. But I got a piece of advice from him about my event controller on the Speedman to make it just a little easier for me to not have to deal with stuff. So the suggestion was that I go to the event controller for docking here, and when connected, he also, and I don't know if I can do this, it's a great idea though, can we turn the inertial dampeners off? Oh yeah. And when we get going, we're going to turn them on. Oh, can't do that. You're only allowed to put a command on the hotbar once. You're not allowed to put that command on the same hotbar twice. So in order to run this command a second time on this hotbar menu, we need to put that command in a timer block and tell it to run the timer block. So one slot is going to be just running the inertial dampener switch on its own, and the second one is going to be running the timer block to run the switch. So now we have two things in the menu. Yay! Inertial dampeners, on off. So now I can go back to the event controller. Okay, so hopefully that will work for us. Okay, so the first time, of course, we had a little hiccup. Oh, I didn't bring my good grinder. Okay. Well,
Inventory full.
let's go get the good grinder. Okay, let's look this over a little more closely. Let's see what we have going on here. Oh, thruster components. That's nice. Take that. Refinery. Yeah. Might have to rebuild that. See what's inside. More thrusters. Yeah. Two components. Oh, we don't even care about those. I think the materials are just, we don't care. Oh, is there another battery? No, that's this. Oh, an assembler. So I don't have anything I care about. It might have something in it that I care about, but oh, cargo container. Ow. Some resources here. Okay. O2 bottles, a little bit of ice. That's it. Alright. Let's fix some of this so we can get in here and see what's going on. Oh, part of a medical room. That's cool. This looks like part of a different ship that I already... I don't know, maybe... Ooh, dead engineer. Huh, metal grids. Awesome. Care about that. It's a refinery, okay. Don't care about that. Oh yeah, really, like seriously care about this a lot. So let's take this. This is like, besides the power, this is the most important thing. The gravity components, because they have gold. Oh, we have a working ion thruster. That's a nice find. Yeah, there's the one battery. This is awesome. This is just awesome. Let's get this thing back to the ship. What is that grid that's somewhere? is that? That grid is a source of some clang. I think it's a piece stuck in the middle of the ship somewhere, like inside, like fused into the ship somehow. So we're going to get on the move here. Steven's behaving. Thank you, Mackers. Okay, so I am going to salvage the important bits off of these wrecks here. So I can cut them adrift because I don't want to keep jumping with them. So I'm just going to go through here and make sure I've got everything that I care about so that I can cut these loose. So I'm going to get on that. I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, we just sent that adrift. All the valuables have been removed. Okay, so I finished grinding the important bits off of chunks of wreck that we have. And the next thing that we need to do is get this ion thruster off of here and put it in our collection. I'm going to add a bunch more mag plates to this because it seems like that might be a thing I'm going to need. I got this back section ready to accept more pieces and parts so that I don't run out of slots to stick things to. And we are going to get that remaining ion thruster right there. Wow. That was a mistake. Very close. That was very close. Wow. Well, that's a new thing for me. Let's see if we can get that thruster moved. Okay, we got the thruster on, so the only thing we have left to value here is this battery. After the next time we do a jump, we'll be able to get rid of this wreck. We need to check out what's been going on with the hydrogen engines. Last time I remember, I turned them on. Yeah, they're just on. We're going to turn them off. Wow, I actually managed to generate a ton of power from just running those hydrogen engines for a while. That is great. And then this one is the one on discharge. Oh yeah, there goes all the crap we don't want. So that's working, which is awesome. Oh my. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I should be jumping. But I ran into the wrong seat. Should be jumping. Should be jumping. Should be jumping. Oh, there goes a Mayday. Interesting. What is the Mayday? Oh, that's a asteroid. I don't have anything to do with that. Do I? Oh yeah, it's a mercenary rig. That would be awesome. We're gonna jump. Jump. 258. Yes. Why are the ion thrusters on? Oh, because somebody got really close. That's why they're on. So I've been working on the profile of the whiskers, and I sloped the front of them instead of leaving them flat, which I think looks better. I have returned to more of the overlapping style of points for the side of the cockpit, so I have to redo the left side here to match the right. I have to redo the right side here to match the left. So I'm gonna get working on that. There's Reaver Berserker, but it's back there. There's a mining outpost, but it's down there. We don't care about any of that stuff. Okay, so I've been working on the greebling, as you can tell. And one of the things I thought of is that I'd like to have a beacon on this thing so that I can find it in the event that I leave it somewhere or have to get out of it or whatever. But I don't want that beacon on all the time. So I think I'm going to put a timer on it so that it's on for like 5 seconds every minute or something. And I'm going to cram it in here next to the hacking computer. So I need 2 timers, one to turn the beacon on and one to turn the beacon off. Then we need a beacon. Just a little safety measure we're gonna build into the ship here. So I think that this thing looks great. I'm really excited about it. I like what I'm doing with the greebling. And it's been a day since I played the game, and I had some time to think. One of the things I realized is that this ship, this craft, it doesn't have any reversing thrust, which is, I mean, it's not 100% essential, but for the way I intend to use it, it kinda is. So I gotta figure out how to put some kind of decent reverse thrust on here. Maybe that'll happen up here. I like this tail. I really like what it does to the profile. I'm really excited about the length of this. Maybe up here. Let's put the thrusters on here and see what this looks like. I'm concerned about the profile. I've really raised it up high. Put a heavy armor block right in there. Because it's a pretty crucial joint now. I think that maintains the overall lines pretty well. I almost feel like I need to put another. I almost feel like I need to put one of those there. Heck, and maybe here too. One thing that I almost forgot is an event controller for docking and undocking. Glad I'm remembering it now. I can't even tell what blocks are what at this point, so I need to weld it up. What? Didn't I just... Come on, man. Yeah, that looks like it's coming for me. Right? Yeah, I'd say it is. Let's jump. I'm going to put a decoy in this section right here. So I'm putting some armor around it to so that I can attach a armor plate here. So I'm putting armor plates around it so I can put one here, so that it has just a little bit of protection. Also, those plates keep the back of the tail on, so that's nice. Hello, decoy. Oh, that's the mining outpost. We're going really close to the mining outpost. Wow. I don't care about it though. We are hauling ass towards home right now. Okay, so I have laid out the basic armor. I got the greebling pretty much done. I am really nervous I don't have enough thrust, but we'll find out. It only has one hydrogen tank, and it's not really like a dogfighter. It's more of a long-range, pick things off type of craft. So we'll see if it has enough acceleration. Let's get it printed up. Gonna try a new view for the printer. Hopefully this will work out. I really like watching that welding arm react to the grid as it spins. It's really cool.
I need electricity.
That's me. Okay. Is it me? Yeah, it's me. We're gonna jump again. Yes. We are making serious progress today. Hello, space engineers, and welcome to the outro, where we go over the statistics for the episode. So this is salvage. This episode, we salvaged a Prometheus, we salvaged a respawn ship, and we salvaged some kind of drill ship. We made some very good progress this episode, or really all of this is the last 2 episodes. So we traveled 2,601 kilometers. We've traveled a total of 11,112. We got about 14,000 left to go. Ammo situation. It's doing pretty good. We've shot 54 sabbats in the last 2 episodes, and we've gained 30 boxes of Gatling ammo. So, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope everything is going well in your life, and I hope you can join me again for the next episode. Till then, engineer on, engineers. Engineer on.